friends. This is Finley, and this is Ruby, and I'm Lindsay.
Kara.
And this is Kara, and we are here to model for you our phonemic awareness first workshop. And we have our little friends here that are going to work with us through the first 3 tiers of our pyramid. And in the intro video that you just watched, we showed you this exact pyramid. And during this workshop, we're just going to focus on the bottom 3 tiers of this pyramid because it's a lot to take in, and we just want to bite off just a little bit and really dive into it and show you some good examples. But let me just show you so you can recognize this is what the pyramid looked like in the intro, and we're just going to cover this up so we're not distracted by the top half. And then also, Kara and I wrote some definitions up here so that you can have some instruction that matches each color here. So when we start with phonemic isolation, it's written here in red, and then we'll move up to yellow, and then finally with green. So without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started. And Finley and Ruby, are you guys ready to turn your ears on and listen to all these sounds? And really, you guys could do this whole workshop with your eyes closed. Can you close your eyes? Can you still hear me if I do something like this?
Yeah.
Yes. So open your eyes. You don't need to see to be able to hear sounds, do you? Nope. You just need your ears. Can you show me your ears? Can you pull on them real hard and shake out all the yuckiness and say, turn on ears? Say, turn on ears. Can you do it? Turn them all the way up. Okay, girls.
Get ready.
Finley, do you mind going first for me? Can you be my first helper? Okay, Finley, I'm going to say a word, and I want you to tell me the very first sound you hear in a word, okay? All right. The word is dog. What's the first sound you hear in dog? You want me to say it again? Dog. The first sound.
D.
You got it. So that's the letter D. And what sound does D make?
D.
You got it. High five. Awesome. Okay, let's see if Ruby can do it. Okay, Ruby, I got one for you. I'm going to say a word, and I want you to tell me the first sound. Rat.
R.
R is the letter, but what is the sound?
R.
Good, because R makes the R sound. Yes, you girls know how to do this. Okay, I'm going to jump back to Finley now. Finley, I got another one for you. Can you tell me the last sound you hear in dog?
G.
Yes, you are so good. You listened. So that's the letter G, but what sound does G make? Oh, you knew what I was going to say. Finley said G, G. Great job. You heard it. Okay, Ruby, I'm coming back to you, and we are going to just listen to one sound, and I want you to tell me the ending sound for rat.
T.
Okay, T is the letter, but what is the sound T makes? Well, have you guys already been practicing? You did that so good. Let me see if I can give you a hard one. Okay? All right, listen to this word, and I want you to tell me the middle sound. Can you tell me the middle sound? Hop, both of you. Can you tell me hop?
O.
We got a sound and we got a letter. Nice job. So you heard only that middle sound, didn't you, Finley? And what letter is that? Oh my word, you're so smart. So, teacher friends, we just watched the girls do an isolation in their sounds. And that just means they can pick apart and hear all the different middle, beginning, and ending sounds in the words. And you guys did that great. So that is what phoneme isolation is, just hearing the individual sounds that go along with the word that they're listening to. Okay, so now we will move up to the next level, which is blending. And blending is right here, number 2, and it's the individual sounds or phonemes together. Okay, so here's where our rocks come in. All right, Finley, are you ready? Can you do this for me? Okay, I am going to put some sounds here. These are just representing my sounds, and I'm gonna have you pull them down and push them together, okay? Now, before we get started, I am gonna show you one just for an example, okay? N, et, net. I pushed them and I blended all those sounds together, okay? All right, let me give you a word and then you pull them down for me, okay? Sat. Nice job, Finley.
Good
You
job.
did so good. Okay, Ruby, do you know what to do? Okay, let's try one for you. Let me think of one. Okay, bed. Nice job. So blending all those sounds together is right when we start really reading, isn't it?
Yes.
Awesome, because you're blending those sounds. There's no B here, is there? That's not a B. That's not an E. That's not a D, is it? This is just a sound, isn't it? That is so good. Great job. Okay, let's do one more. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Pop.
Ha.
Wow! That is so good, Finley. You're doing so great. You are really listening to these sounds. Okay, this is my little blender. Okay, Ruby, let's see if you can be a little blender too. Can you do pot?
Ah.
Nice job! So did you push all those sounds together? Yes, you blended all of those sounds together. So teacher friends, that is what blending is. It's pulling down the individual sounds that they hear and then pushing them together to form the word. And then this is when the reading really starts. You can notice the skills are picking up because they're starting to blend the sounds together to make the words, and then that just begins their reading track right on through. So now that we have shown you isolation and we've shown you blending, we'll move on to our final section of segmentation. And I'm going to turn it over to Kara.
Yes, and I want to say one thing too. I know that right now it's really hard for schools everywhere to work in small groups, and we really need to focus on large groups. So all of these activities can be done in a large group. Like for example, when Lindsay was just moving these rocks with the girls, a teacher could be in front of the entire classroom and say each sound, and then the kids could put them together with the clap. So I'll use the same word, pop. And if she said, okay guys, listen for these sounds, and then I want you to put them together to make a word. And I would say, okay guys, listen. What is it? Pop. Yes.
Like popping a balloon.
Yes, pop.
Yes.
So that's a way you
So
could
like
do
a
that
water
activity as a whole group, or obviously every kid could have rocks or whatever counters. But if you don't have that, you can easily do that without. So we're gonna move on to segmenting. Are you ready?
It is segment.
Segmenting is stretching out all the sounds. All the sounds of word. Can you pull it apart? That's what we're going to do. We're going to stretch out the sounds.
Up.
Yes. That is a really great way to do that.
Great job.
Can you stretch it out? That's what we're going to do. When we segment sounds, we are pulling and stretching out a word so that we can hear every single sound. When we did blending, we put sounds together, and when we're doing segmenting, we want to break them apart. So I am going to give you a word. And what we're going to do is we are going to listen for each sound in the word. And sometimes it helps if we say it slowly and we stretch it out.
Like slime.
Yes, I'm going to give you a hard one right off the bat. Okay? Are you ready? And I'm going to do this a couple different ways so that we'll show you a couple different ways to do the same activity. Finley, are you ready? We're going to use our arm, and I'm going to say a word, and I want you to stretch it out, and I want you to tap each sound on your arm. Okay, are you ready? Get your arm ready. Now listen, the word is egg.
Good.
Okay.
Egg.
Well, okay, my turn. Great job. Listen, my turn. What's the word?
Egg.
Egg. Okay, watch. Egg. How many times did I touch my arm?
2.
2. How many sounds? Yes, good job. So, egg has how many sounds in it?
2.
Egg. Can y'all both do that with me?
Egg.
Egg. 2
Egg.
sounds, yes. You stretch the word apart. Okay, Ruby, are you ready?
Mhm.
Would you like to use the rocks again? You would? Okay. The second word is cat. Can you stretch that apart and tell me each sound? And you can pull down a rock for each sound that you hear. Are you ready? Can you say the word cat? Good job. How many sounds are in the word cat?
3.
3. You're right. She right? At. There's 3. Now listen. This one is going to be hard. Okay? And before I give Finley the last word, this is another way you could do with a large group. If you had something on the board and you gave a word like cat, you could have the kids stretch apart the sounds and say each one while the teacher pulls down so that they can visually see the different sounds. So if I said cat, the kids would say at. And then I could ask them, oh, how many sounds do we have in the word cat? There's 3 phonemes in cat. Good job. So that's another way to use it for whole group. And I'm going to ask you, Finley, what way do you want to do it? Would you like to use your arm for this last one, or would you like to use the rocks? The rocks? Okay. Now, this one's hard. Listen, okay? I'm going to say the word, and I want you to repeat it, okay? Say the word jump. Say jump.
Yeah.
Okay, jump. Good job. Now, let's stretch it out. Are you ready? Good job. Good job. Now, my turn. Let me try. Can you put him back? Okay, are you ready? What's the word?
Jump.
Jump. Okay, this one's really hard. And this would be for a higher level. This is actually pretty difficult. But as you keep moving, these skills and these the way to practice this can go all the way through elementary school, even into middle school, with older kids. And you can just increase difficulty in words. So this word, jump. Okay, my turn. Are you ready? J. Whoa, jump. How many sounds did we have, Ruby?
4.
4. That was a big one.
That's a big one.
Yeah, can you try it? Yes, and it is totally okay when the kids maybe aren't hearing it yet. It's very appropriate to say, okay, great job. Now it's my turn. So as a teacher, you're able to not necessarily make them feel bad for saying the wrong answer, but then you can show them the correct way. And that also just reinforces the skill in their brain. So we have now completed segmenting. And I hope that you guys are watching this and seeing and thinking, oh, I can totally use that in my classroom. And I even am thinking of different ways to use it for a big group. So this will be a great way to start off the year, get you going in the right direction. And since we're close to the beginning of the year, we are going to include an extra resource. We have put in a video of an ESL teacher who is pronouncing each phoneme correctly. And we have around 44 phonemes in the English language. And it doesn't come naturally really to any of us. I had to study the way to say each sound correctly, and I was tested on it. Silly. And I was tested on it. So this is something that would be great for you guys to get comfortable with, to listen to, even, once a day. It'll take you 3 or 4 minutes, and practice saying the correct pronunciations of the sounds. So that then when you're in the classroom with your kids, you feel comfortable saying the appropriate sounds and helping them to create the appropriate sounds as well. So practice that. It is there for you, and it is a great way to feel more comfortable with phonemes and the sounds of our English language, which again is the very basic building block that we need to continue reading. So, did I forget anything?
No.
I don't think so.
Are we good?
It's
Yeah.
all listening, right?
Yes.
No reading, just listening.
Right.
No eyes.
Right. We don't need
Perfect.
to see the words. We just need to
Listen.
yes, hear the
Just
sounds.
hear them.
Good job. Can
Perfect.
we wave goodbye?
Say goodbye to our friends.
Bye.